Welcome back everybody. Today's going to be a bit of a different video. Now I said I was going to go collect resources off camera, but as you're going to see in the next 10 to 15 minutes is that nothing went to plan at all during my resource gathering episode. So basically we've got a big storm coming. It said it was a medium storm, but as you can see at the top right, that little red section, that's like a more severe part of the storm, and I am just trying to keep the roofs of my poor little thatch hut up because I know that my storage containers can quite easily get destroyed if I let our roof fall just like the ones did just on the ground here. So I'm going to keep repairing. I'm running out of stamina every time I repair something. I'm trying to pick up those resources because we've learnt from experience that nothing drops and stays on the ground forever here in Icarus. Now I've kind of cut my losses and run away from my thatch shack because I'm just struggling, and I know that the worst of the storm is almost over, but if I can get this little roof on here, this is a much more durable and healthy hut or shack or fishing thing that I'm making to be taking shelter under, and that this is where I should be storing my resources and living from now on. I'm starting to fix the roofs. As you can see, they've got double the amount of durability that the thatch does, which is awesome. However, this storm is still ripping through my poor log cabin. And I'm trying to build myself some more storage containers because I know that this is going to be the most safe place for them and not in that thatch shack where they're clearly going to be destroyed. And I'm a little bit worried to have a look after this storm to see what kind of mess it has left behind. So I'm placing down our storage container, and we're going to place a few more and put some of our items into that storage container. I really do wish that the storage containers would just go into my inventory, my hotbar, automatically, but unfortunately you need to grab them from your inventory. But we're gonna make 4 and put some of our resources away so we can go and gather up all of the stuff that we've left out in the elements in our thatch shack. I don't really want to go out there, but we're going to have to. Spear first, because you never know what you're going to encounter. I've seen bears roaming around my house after the storm. It's good to see that my wood piles don't lose durability in the storm. I thought they would. I definitely know that they burn, so that's also something I want to keep away from all of my resources is fire. Now the next issue you can see that I'm facing, I'm taking damage, my oxygen is low, and I haven't realized yet that unfortunately I don't have any oxide anywhere, and I'm going to have to venture out in this storm. So we're going to go find some oxide to hopefully breathe again. Little do I know that it's about to take a really terrible turn. One piece of oxide's not going to be enough. But I've just seen a rock of oxide, and I think I'm safe until that happens. So this is my first face-to-face encounter with a bear, and as you can see I get an arrow off, and then I die, and I'm unconscious. One thing I didn't think about though is the fact that my thatch hut was completely destroyed. It was completely demolished, and in that thatch hut was my bed. I now know that if I respawn, I'm gonna respawn in a random place in the world. It doesn't stop there. I respawn, and then I'm attacked by wolves. Well, I attack them. But he was gonna attack me anyway. Okay, don't judge. So I start to skin this wolf, and then the music kicks up again. There's another one. So I've got little to no resources, and there's been another wolf. I've heard of wolf packs attacking players, but I haven't experienced it yet until now. Could this get any worse? And there's a third wolf. I'm still not alone. So I need to get my spear out and again and attempt to kill this wolf. I'm really low on health here, and I don't know if I'm going to survive, but somehow there's only 3. There's no more. If there was one more, I might not have survived this encounter. So I'm going to skin them because I know that I'm going to need these resources when I get back to my base, as I'm not sure what is left behind in that thatched shack. Most of my resources were probably sitting on the ground, so I'm not sure what I am going to expect to find. After wandering around aimlessly for what seems like ages, I have finally found my base at J14. I'm consistently running out of stamina, and I haven't been able to heal up since the wolf pack attack. But I'm so happy that I've managed to find my house. I immediately just want to close the door and feel safe. I'm over encumbered with the stuff that I have on me, and I want to get rid of it immediately and put it into some chests, because I know that this is where my resources are safe. And if the game keeps going the way it's going for me today, I'm probably going to end up dying a few more times and losing all of my stuff. I'm trying to keep my resources managed and together. I'm taking the time before another storm, yet another storm, hits my house. I've also made sure that I've popped down a bed and set my spawn point, because I don't want to have to spawn back at my drop pod or randomly on this world again. As you can see in the top right, we've got another storm incoming. That red section is probably going to hit my house pretty hard. And I hope that I just have a house standing by the end of this storm. I can hear stuff breaking outside of my house as the storm has finally approached. And I feel like I need to repair all the bits of my house so they don't get destroyed completely. I'm whacking them with my hammer, braving this wind just for a little while, trying to repair my house. I think I heard something right here, and then I've noticed that a couple of my crates have been destroyed and the resources are on the ground. And I need to make sure that I pick these up so I don't have a chance of losing them for them despawning on me. I'm a little bit confused as to why these crates had decayed and deteriorated to drop all of my stuff, until I finally realized that the roof above those crates was damaged. I've made a couple more crates so I can pop in these resources, as I am over encumbered and won't be able to run very fast. In the event of emergency, I think running is very important to be able to do. So we're going to keep repairing this base while we experience this storm, and we're almost over. You can see in the top right that the sundial is not far away, and I cannot wait until we get there. There's just a random deer walking along in the water outside, which I find a little bit funny. Not bothering that the storm's even a thing. I wish that were us. It's now after the storm, and it's time to repair all of the mess that was left outside. A lot of my floors were all damaged, riddled with holes, and I needed the hammer to fix them. I'm very thankful that Icarus doesn't use resources to repair the storm-damaged buildings. As I'm going about my business repairing these floors, I hear something. And I see something across the river. Has it seen me? Yes, it has. It started to run after me. I closed the door hurriedly, so this bear will not be able to kill me again. I don't know what to do. He stuck his head through my window and is attacking my walls. The only thing I have to resort to now is hitting him with my spear. Luckily in Icarus, hitting animals in the head will give you a critical, and I managed to take down this bear. He almost destroyed both of my walls here though. It was one hit away from getting into my house and from me not being safe. Not wanting to go outside, I try to skin the bear through the window. And I am actually amazed that it worked. We skin him, we take his meat, and continue on repairing our house. I'm starting to add more stuff to my base. When I get resources, and this is what I didn't see coming. In the water, there was another bear. Yeah, bear number 3 swimming towards me. And then this time, he was underneath the floorboards. I ran around very, like, confused. What do I do? I didn't know. I didn't know what to do. I just hoped he'd come up near the window so I could kill him like I did the other bear. But I quickly realized he was going to destroy my base from the bottom up. So what I had to do was to deconstruct a section of my floor in order to get to this bear before he took out all of the pillars that was holding my house up. As you can see, it's working really well. For now. And now there's also a level 31 wolf. At first I think the wolf and the bear are attacking each other, and then the game just doesn't want me to live. It throws me down the hole. It looks like I've jumped down that hole myself, but I can tell you right now, that was not me pressing jump, and the game glitched me down the hole where I got stuck and died to a bear and a wolf. I'm stuck watching this bear destroy pieces of my house. When I respawn, I know I'm going to respawn above him. I've respawned without my stuff and with a bear underneath the floorboards. I quickly grabbed the resources that I need in order to make a weapon. Now it's time to attack this bear again. How close to dead was he? Pretty close. I still know though, there's not just a bear down there. There is still a wolf. And that wolf is taking his time to destroy my thatched shack. Now it's my turn to kill him. I've managed to kill a bear and a wolf. This has been a little bit insane. They're attacking me through the floorboards of my house. Is nowhere safe. I've got a lovely decoration where I can see the bear's skeleton through my floorboards. It's time to get rid of that, so I chop up the bear's bones so I can use them for crafting recipes later on down the line. The bear's skeleton takes forever to break down, but I know if I leave that skeleton, it will attract more wolves, just like it has here. As you can see, another wolf is coming to attack us. This world is trying to kill us. So we're going to skin this animal as well, collect all of the meat and resources that it has on it, and get rid of the bones so we don't attract an entire pack of wolves, or the worst case scenario, a 4th bear for this episode. The best feeling is being able to cook what you have hunted, or what you have defeated, per se. So we are going to cook that bear, we're going to cook that wolf, and we are going to use it to restore our health. After this entire journey, I've managed to get a few more skill points. So I'm going to buy a few things that I think will aid me, not only in my survival, but also take my hut to the next level where I buy some railings. Then it's time to get us some talent points. Every time you level up, you get talent points as well, which is improving your character's abilities. In this case, I took less physical damage because the amount of bears and animals this game is throwing at me, we need to be hit for less damage to survive. I finally repaired the floor in my base. Now I know it's not a log flooring. I didn't have enough resources, as this is what this entire episode was about, collecting resources, but it has been a very hard slog. I haven't been able to focus on resources. I've been more concerned with surviving on Icarus's surface. I have decided to create a storage crate just so I can put in materials for when I die and respawn. So extra tools and bits and pieces like a weapon and a knife, just in case I lose all of it in another bear or wolf attack. This has been one hell of a resource gathering mission. I feel like I was pretty unsuccessful, as I didn't manage to collect many resources. However, now I know what the game can throw at me. It's going to be fun learning all of the aspects of this game, and I hope you enjoyed this more serious take on Icarus gameplay, which was only meant to be an off-camera resource gathering grab, which turned out to be both murderous and very, very deadly. Until next time, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, stay cool. Bye!